180 fucking 8.
Fuck.
Or is it 189? I don't know.
There's a 187, 187, dude. That's
Today we have
police code for murder.
We have a murder victim, actually.
Fuck. Yeah, rest in peace.
I fucking
Candace
died.
Carrizales.
I've died. I died and now I'm back.
Da 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 da. And the other thing that we've introduced to this episode is drinking for the first time.
Oh,
Small
wow.
disclaimer.
You've never had a drink before. This is your first time drinking tonight.
I'm 12
Ever.
years old.
This is crazy. That's underage, man.
Guys, we're underage drinking tonight, and it's going to be sick.
Okay.
Like, the
It's
energy's going to be
hard.
crazy.
My name's Candace. I'm 14. This is my first rum and orange juice.
Yumtown.
Hey, guys, James here, 12. I'm having this beer I found outside, and it was warm.
What's
Just
up, everybody?
outside on your neighbor's porch.
It was out on the neighbor's porch. He's
Yeah.
a
That's
freak. This guy's drinking outside, no shirt on, all the
Yeah.
time. So I snuck over. He's passed on the porch. I snuck over. I take one out of the cooler.
Yeah,
It wasn't a cooler. It was a thermos. He likes to keep them hot.
Oh,
The guy's a freak.
That's interesting.
beer.
I stole
It's like
this out of
coffee.
mommy's cabinet. So.
Oh, shit. It was already mixed
I got this one from
Yeah,
Mummy's Milk.
already mixed. Yeah.
with ice in it.
Yeah, it was just in the cabinet. The ice hasn't melted.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know. Yeah, it's crazy.
Maybe it was dry ice. Ever think about that, Candace?
Oh, that would singe my tongue off. So,
Food for
going
thought.
to the hospital after this one.
Yeah. It's a big day, dude. It's a big day. Candace, you've had to be on being on our podcast before, right?
I've never
You've
fucking
had
been on
to-
here before.
You've had to be about.
You've
I've
definitely.
never fucking been on here before.
Really?
Yeah, I think you
Fuck
might
no.
have.
That's
no,
insane.
100%. I remember.
I feel like we
But
would have
you've-
easily taken advantage of you when we had you on our show and been like, you
Right.
have to be on our podcast.
I have been on 3 podcasts total, I think.
Ever?
And one of them has not been this one.
I don't know.
Were
I
all
did a
3 of
lot-
them
no.
source fed?
Yeah. No, I did a few at SourceFed, but no, I've never done your guys's. Mm-mm.
This is going to change your life.
This is gonna be huge for you.
That's great because I have nothing going on. So I'd love for people to know that. See, I got
To
nothing.
know that.
Yeah.
I just want people to know that I've just been hanging out for the past 4 years, drinking rum and orange juice from my mommy's cabinet.
rum and orange juice.
There's just an endless
that's
supply.
such a way to live. Yeah, that's
Thanks
a way
for
to
having
live.
me.
You gotta do it.
Yeah, sorry.
Of course.
Lag. I'm probably cutting you off constantly. You didn't even get to introduce your drink.
No, it's all.
People
It doesn't even.
People in the comments are gonna go.
The time
what?
had passed. No,
Candace-
if anything, it's gonna be like,
Candace-
wow, Kib's so awkward, dude. He fucking tried to do it and then he fucking shut down like a little bitch. But
So
no, dude,
awkward.
the time had passed. And I
Yeah, time
I
passed.
read the room, man. Read the
Yeah,
room.
read the room. Read the
You
room.
know what?
Right,
I just
right,
really want to circle back because I'm just dying to know what you're drinking,
Okay.
and I'd like to focus on that for an hour.
We could.
That would be sick.
Easily.
Let's
I'm
have an
thinking-
alcohol podcast.
I'll tell you this. I'm probably
Yes!
drinking faster than all of you. And I'm unaware of it that I'm drinking faster than you because I'm just drinking it straight from Mummy's teat.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck, dude.
You're gonna just be like absolutely vomiting by the end
I'll
of this.
throw up on
Yeah.
this fucking podcast, dude. I don't give a shit.
Dude,
Awesome.
look,
I love
you're
that.
gonna like be hyped for like 10 minutes once it hits you,
Yeah.
but then like you will have been steadily drinking, so it's
Right,
all
right,
gonna
right.
hit you. So for 10
Yeah.
minutes, you're gonna be like, I feel unstoppable, and then you're actually
Yeah.
gonna throw up and
Dude, but
black
then
out.
I'll get so drunk, so blackout, so vulnerable sexually that
Yeah.
you could just split me in half like these
Mhm.
fucking chopsticks, dude. And
like
just do
bone
whatever you want to me.
fucking bone tomahawk, man, right down the middle.
Yeah, like bone tomahawk right down
Yeah.
the middle.
Can I be honest with you
That
guys
sounds
right
like a
now?
good night.
You're being
Yes.
like you guys are being total girl bosses right now. You
Is
guys
that
are
great?
being-
Or
yeah, you guys are kind of in girl boss mode right now.
Hang on a second. Can you say that again?
Hey, I just want everybody to know that they're on girl boss mode right now.
yeah, goddamn right we are.
You gosh dang right. We don't curse.
I think we give that energy out, dude. You know what I mean? Just men empowering men.
Mhm.
right.
You know what I mean?
And it's very feminine, and
Yeah, of
it's
course, of
just
course.
kind of like, it's nature, it's harmony, it's it's everything.
It's nature, it's nurture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fight, it's flight,
Mhm.
It's fear.
It's everything.
Mhm.
It's what do you got, Candace? What is it?
It's absolutely epic.
It's absolutely epic.
It's absolutely epic and awesome.
Guys, check this out.
Fucking, that's girl boss mode. That was girl boss, dude.
Guys, take a shot of that and make no face.
I'm so proud of you. And I
For
just
what,
like
man?
love you and respect you in many different ways. And I'm just reminded of that every day. You know, every time I see you and you just do things that I'm just like, damn, he's so cool. He's so fucking cool.
I am, aren't I?
Like you're drinking straight from the bottle. That's some fucking college party shit, dude.
I'm finna butt chug this thing, dude. Squat and cough and polish it off. And
Yeah.
I don't care who's watching. Candace, avert your gaze.
Oh no, I'd love to watch.
Okay, let's make it happen.
I don't care who's
Great.
watching. Candace, don't look.
Candace, don't look.
Freaking-
Candace,
don't
tell
me
us
I-
more about what you've been up to. I know you briefed us, but really, what have you been doing to make light of the nothing that there is to do for everyone?
You know, walk around, pace around the house.
How do you
Cook a
even have
little
energy
bit.
for that? I don't.
Hardly. Barely.
You just make it yourself, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tougher than it seems, though. Sometimes you just don't have it in you. You know what I mean? You're just like, nope. Today's in
Yeah.
the bed. Today's in the bed all day.
I can't do that. My brain doesn't work that way. I have I have to like wake up I wake up at like 7 every morning. No
I
good
fuck with that.
reason. No
Yeah,
good reason.
I fuck with that.
Wake
Like
up
if
at
I'm in bed,
7.
if I'm just in bed till like, and I can't get up before like 9:30 or 10 because I stay up till like 2:30 because I'm a freak. And but if I am in bed and it like wake up, I'm like, it's 10, James, get the fuck up. But then like I blink and I fall asleep and it's fucking 11:30 and I'm like, like this day is gone and I'm disappointed in myself for so many reasons.
I'm in that right now, dude. That totally reminds me of exactly where I'm at, dude. And it's just like you just stay up doing shit and then you fucking one thing leads to another and you're not sleeping until 7 to 8 a.m. and then you
that's
sleep
crazy.
all day. It's crazy. And that's what happened today.
You're slipping into that
Actually.
fucking Nick schedule, man.
Yep.
And that's dangerous.
It is dangerous and it doesn't feel good, but you just do. And then, dude, now I'm not fucking tired until like at least 2 or 3. And then I go, why does it only feel like maybe 11? Yeah. 2 or 3, I begin to go, oh, it feels like I'm going to go to bed in a couple hours.
Well, for me, it's
You know
because
what
of
I
the
mean?
Adderall. For
Right.
sure. The Adderall
Still-
stimulates
still
my brain.
junking?
Oh,
Still
yeah.
on that?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Candace,
Yeah.
you like Adderall?
I don't take it, and I've never taken it.
Nice.
Probably would like it, right?
Yeah, but you don't want to get on the horse. It's so good.
Well, I
man.
take it. I'm prescribed it, and I take it for medical reasons. And everybody knows it.
Everyone's got fucking ADD and ADHD.
You're
man.
damn right, man. My medical records are public. I don't hide anything.
Yeah, dude. James self-diagnosed himself and said it was medical.
I smoke medical Adderall. Hey, guys. Since we're on the topic of mental health, I think this is the perfect time to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's episode of Beyond the Pine, BetterHelp Online Therapy. A lot of us take care of our bodies, but if 2020 and 2021 have shown us anything so far, it's that things can get tough, and we also need to take care of our minds. One of the things that really comforts me in a weird way is knowing that I might be having a hard time, these past year and a half, but a lot of other people are too. And I know that's a strange thing to find comfort in, but it lets you know that you're not alone with things that you're experiencing and struggling with right now. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to be on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. Join the millions of people who are seeing what therapy is really about. It's never too late to invest in yourself because you are your greatest asset. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy, and Beyond the Pine listeners can get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/pine. That's BetterHelp.com/pine for 10% off your first month. Thank you so much to BetterHelp Online Therapy. And seriously, you guys, if you've been thinking about wanting to get therapy or try it out, see if it's for you, I couldn't recommend it enough. Give BetterHelp a try. Let them know we sent you.
So walking around, Candace, that keeps you busy. And
Yeah.
you got no, I mean,
Figure it. Come on, man. Ask an interesting question.
I want to know what she's up to or what she wants to be up to.
You guys want to know? You guys want to know what I've been up to?
And or what you want to be up to,
please.
You know.
And we're honestly down to talk about absolutely anything.
Fucking
it doesn't
anything,
have to be.
dude. You could be like, I've been thinking
right.
about aliens, and we'll fucking talk about aliens.
I would love to talk about aliens.
There's no structure on this podcast. This is it. This is the peak of it.
Listen,
And they think it's okay.
Hanging out a lot. Went through a breakup. Went through a breakup a few months ago. Kind of good.
Oh shit.
Good thing. No. Great. Good. Ended on good terms.
For sure.
You're getting there.
It's always like an
there.
oh shit kind of thing at first, but then you're like,
yeah,
you say it's a good thing.
It was interesting.
I feel you.
Yeah, it's interesting starting, the pandemic with somebody for many, many months, and you kind of stop. So it's kind of been kind of sick though, because I'm like, great. Got a lot of free time, but I don't know what to do with all this free time. Got into Fortnite hard. Yeah, Fortnite can't build for shit. Can't build for shit.
Oh, me neither.
Building is awful.
Yeah,
that's
shooting?
So funny.
Put a fucking sniper
barely
in this guy's
shooting,
hands.
man.
No. I got clips
Barely.
to prove it, bitch. I got proof. I'm the best
playing-
sniper in video game history, but building, no.
But playing every night can't build. But my shot's getting better, whatever. So I've been getting into video games. Got hard into TikTok. Took a left turn into TikTok town. Follow me on TikTok.
Is it working?
Please.
Follow Candace on
love
TikTok.
it.
Fuck
Follow me
yeah.
on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. Candace sucks. Please. It's the only thing. Okay, TikTok is incredible. So I have I think people give me a lot of shit for not making stuff on my YouTube or whatever because I like making stuff every so often. Kind of should be, but honestly struggle with motivation. Hard for me to
100%.
make stuff. Especially alone. I love working with people. It makes it easier for me to make stuff. If I'm working for somebody, I'll get stuff done. But when it's on my own time, making videos for myself or whatever, I have to be struck with passion and excitement.
Totally.
So TikTok I make every day because it's crap.
So easy.
It's so fun and easy and just glimpses
instant gratification.
It's so fun. So that's how. So I've just been making that, doing that, and I'm like, okay, this is fun, great. Yeah, and then I started selling vintage clothes here and there, but I'm honestly
yeah,
it's been fun because it's a passion. I like it. So honestly, I'm love comedy, love making stuff, but have just been not super
having
motivated
fun,
and
shit.
Having fun, but also just crossroads vibes. You're what do I do with my life? But that's that. I've been like that for 4 years.
Dude, and that's fine because what's going to happen is you're going to hit your stride and you're going to figure that thing out, but you can't force it. We've experienced, very similar things. And I mean, we've talked about it a bunch of times and stuff, but just especially after you do something that's successful or whatever,
super famous.
You're so famous and rich and shit. And then you're well, fuck, that's over. What do I do now? And then there's this expectation for you to do something, what's the next thing that they're doing? And then you're oh, fuck, has it been too long? Do people even give a shit? Why do I care if people give a shit? I got to the point where I was okay, well, I want to find the thing that is my passion and that I really want to do and that I feel, and I want to give myself the time to figure that out. You know what I mean?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Fuck all that
crazy.
Noise. Make the things you want to make and
I think what's hard though too is I had this realization the other week as I've been in the internet entertainment industry for almost 10 years. I've been
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Since I was 15 and I'm going to be turning 25 this year. And so I don't think everybody knows this because I feel most known from SourceFed, but had other hosting gigs before that. And so to see that stuff kind of just come to an end. And then I had one more hosting gig kind of after SourceFed. Been doing this for 10 years, never had an agent, can't find one. It's just wild. And it's yeah, of course I'd love to be hosting. People are why aren't you hosting? I'm I'd love to be. Does anybody want to hire me?
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm just floating around okay, I guess I need to get I worked full time before the pandemic for over a year at a clothing company. I was just doing customer service. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, man. Entertainment's crazy, but I'm just
fucking hard.
I'm just floating along, man. Just whatever. I don't know.
I think what I've liked most about the entertainment industry, and I can relate to you with that like being in the industry for a long time because I started in gaming when I was fucking 15, same thing, and I'm 25, turning 26 this month. So like same, you've just been in it for so long, and like I've paved different waves for myself, like going into gaming and then always doing music, and then from music and gaming to comedy and music, and then now just music. And so like I'm just always, if it's, and advice is different for everyone, no one wants fucking advice, it doesn't matter, but I know what worked for me is just always doing the thing that I want to be doing the most, whether I feel like I'm killing it or I'm not. At least there's a part of me that's fulfilled every day, or the days that you feel like you can get up and do something. If you're using that to do the thing that you in this moment want to do the most, you know, you're fulfilled in that way. And like, and that can be tough when you don't know what you want to do because, or you know what I mean? Or you're in that limbo, which I've also been in and had those crossroads many times. And then you're just kind of like, well, I'll do a little bit of everything, a very little bit of everything, a tiny little bit of everything until something changes in my fucking brain and I want to do anything, you know, like you can get stuck not really wanting to do anything and then beating yourself up about that. So it's like, it's just tough, man. And like with fucking quarantine, dude, like this is some fucking first world problem shit, but like it's what we're experiencing, and we're all experiencing it, and everyone's experiencing the like going batshit crazy and like, especially if you're when the world's normal, not really sure what you want to do, that's fucking hard enough. Add this shit onto it, it's like, oh fuck, dude. Now even if you no push,
even if you figure out like, oh, I want to do this, it's like, well, good fucking luck, because there's nothing
good
to
fucking
do.
luck, dude.
Like I had a major
epiphany
over the summer that I really wanted to like get back into focusing on like filmmaking and stuff and start working like on set and shit. And then there was like, I was like, okay, cool. Made that epiphany. Fucking there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
It's the toughest thing ever. But thankfully, like, you know, just having those epiphanies, like remind yourself of them and give yourself time to like sit in them, but like let that momentum build up, because like I go through this every fucking day where I'm like, fuck, I want to make this, I want to make that, I want to make this. And it's like 2:00 in the fucking morning. And I'm like, why am I thinking about this now? Like, why is this all coming to me now when I had an entire fucking day of sitting here fucking being like watching a fucking YouTube video, some shit that doesn't matter.
Totally. Yeah. I was burping when you were talking, by the way. I was like,
that's tight.
I'm just letting people know. They probably are gurgling under that. But no, totally. I feel you.
I'm going to amplify that. Just like.
and a completely side note to this burping thing. Why are we all super self-conscious about throat burps? Why are we all super self-conscious of the little like
because
that happens in your throat when you're around someone, and then you're like, no, but you know what I mean? Like,
excuse me.
It's not a suppression. It's like you won't even know it. You'll just be sitting fucking Neanderthal, a mouth open, and then it'll just like in your throat, and then you're immediately embarrassed. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it'll happen to you in the next fucking month or so, and you'll be like,
it just happened.
Is that what happened? That's what made me think of it. Was it a throat burp?
That's why I called it out. I had to say.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, I was burping while you're speaking, or else people are like, okay, I listen to a podcast, and sometimes there's like stomach noises during it.
Dude,
it's so fucking hot.
I know for a fact that my fucking chair is creaky as shit, and probably now it's not creaking, of course. Everyone's gonna think I'm fucking shitting my pants.
Well, you were shitting and farting.
I'm not shitting, dude. I don't have to right now.
You sharted and farted
but
and come
my
in your
fucking chair is so
trying to find
creaky.
a way out.
It's my chair. My chair is squeaky. And I've tried to WD-40 it.
You just said you had fucking Mexican food before this, dude.
And I
Don't
did.
lie.
I had surf and turf tacos, carne asada, and bacon wrapped shrimp on top, and it was fantastic. Smothered in guac.
Your surf and turf ass, dude. I've smelled your surf and turf ass, and you are experienced.
You think you know me?
You think I know you?
You think you know me?
How presumptuous of you! Of course I know you.
I believe you, dude. You're gonna really call me out like this, saying that you smelled my surf and turf ass before?
I've smelled your surf and turf. And it smells like the best, man. I love it.
Remember when we used to rate each other's asses?
Yes. Candace,
so
we Venmo each other.
Backstory, Candace.
Rate my ass. Just kidding.
Covered in shit.
No good for smelling.
This is so we would rate each other's asses when we would Venmo each other and we would leave them public for anyone to see. Not like, you know, we're not like Venmo famous. We don't have like a lot of followers on Venmo. You
I'm
know?
pretty famous.
We're not
on Venmo.
Venmo.
Yeah, we're not like Venmo famous or anything.
I don't know about you
telephone.
guys. I don't know about you guys. I have 20,000 followers on Venmo.
I'm verified on Venmo. I monetize that shit.
What
People
the
are
fuck, man?
seeing-
Imagine having followers. They give you $1 a month, a subscription service on Venmo.
What
God.
Venmo payment?
Venmo needs to make a subscription service.
My Venmo payments get like 6,000 likes on gas bill.
It's just gas bill.
And she just puts like a little like green fart emoji, gas bill.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Electric.
So we
It's
would
creative.
be, you know, we'd pay each other for various services
Mhm.
and things. And we would always put a review of each other's asses, you know,
Mhm.
based on how it tasted and how it smelled.
And how it fucked.
No, how it fucked and how
Eating.
it was,
how
whether it
ate.
was good for you. You're sorry, I was bringing up
You were,
different characteristics. It was how does it eat and how does
let's
it
be
fuck.
accurate.
Yeah.
And mine usually eats really well, but doesn't fuck well.
Does not fuck well. Yeah.
No.
James's ass is, you know, 7 out of 10. It does not eat well at all. It does not eat well. But man, that ass can fuck. When he knows how to use it, which he doesn't. Barely.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for you.
So Candace, we haven't seen you in a long
Thank
time.
Yeah.
How are you
We got-
enjoying your time here?
On the podcast.
On the podcast,
So far,
Mhm.
I think I gotta go.
No,
So
no,
far?
no.
Yeah.
There's
There's
you can't.
somebody's at my door and they're knocking.
I don't
gotta
hear
go.
knocking.
Bring
at
bring the
all.
computer.
No, somebody's
Like-
it's all the wires.
I hear a
plugged
lot of
in.
the room noise. I don't hear a single knock.
Well, let
You
them
don't
in.
hear that? You
Bring
don't
them
hear that
on.
knocking?
Bring them on
Yeah,
the pod.
I sorry I can't come right now.
You made a strange face like when you say that though. too.
What? Said what
Well, I
strange
said
face?
The one you're making currently.
What are
it's
you
seeming
talking
very-
about?
You're rolling
You're
your eyes
doing like
back
that,
and forth.
like that cartoonish thing where the eyes
Yeah.
look
I'm
back and forth.
not. What are you
It's
talking
like look, you're following the
about?
end of a
You're
snake's
doing,
tail.
yeah, you're doing
You know
a
what
thing
I
like you
mean?
have.
I
like-
don't know what the fuck you guys
It's
are
like you're
talking about.
You're following someone who's running serpentine because they're afraid of you for some reason. I
You guys
want
are
to know why
being-
they're afraid of you and why you're acting this way.
You guys are being psycho. I don't know what you're talking
We're not being
about.
psycho. We're
Now
not
you're
being
telling us
psycho.
no. This is
Stop
a
telling us
signal
no.
of help.
What are you talking about?
You're really going crazy here. This is
Oh my god.
maybe we're misreading it. We're misreading it.
No, happy to be here. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me. Thanks for asking me to be on here. I felt shocked. I was struck by shock and surprise and nice. It was nice.
Aw.
I was
It was
like,
nice.
aw.
Well, I asked you.
You saw
James
it
didn't.
and you were like,
I
nice.
asked you. James didn't. So
I
will,
didn't.
I will
Yeah.
accept
I didn't.
that compliment.
Yeah, I didn't.
You-
You know? Yeah. He
You
said,
did
"Don't
not.
ever invite Candace on the pod."
Mhm.
I was like, "Why?" He's
I
like,
was like,
"I don't know.
"Candace?"
Creative choice."
Yeah, I get
I was like,
that.
I don't know,
get
man.
that.
It's the higher ups. You know, they don't fuck with
The higher
Candace.
ups.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I was the reason that SourceFed got canceled. It was my
That's
fault.
so funny.
Fully. Yeah, it was my fault.
It
Okay,
was
did people
extortion.
for real though? Did people ever say that to you, like genuinely?
People said that to me about every single web series I've ever been on that has been canceled, which has been all of them.
Nice, perfect
That's tough.
record.
So-
That's tough to handle.
100%
No,
record.
but you know what's funny?
I'm canceling shit because I'm a girl boss, okay?
And it's
right,
hashtag
bitch. Yeah,
Hey.
bitch.
cancel Candace.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they call her.
They do
Yeah.
call her that.
Dude, it's funny though because people like saying that, like you think that I have the power to be so like bad that it
Yeah.
gets this whole fucking thing canceled.
Mm.
Thank
Yeah.
you. You're
Yeah.
putting a lot
Why-
of power.
Mhm.
James, what?
You
why
give me
do
a
you
lot
think
of
that-
power.
So, James, why do
What's
you
up,
think you
dude?
ruined- I was saying, why do you think you ruined SB7 for me?
Hey, sorry, what did you say?
I was saying to James,
Fuck, I
James,
can't
why
hear
do
you.
you think that you ruined SB7 for
I
me?
actually can't hear you. Why
Why
did I
do you
ruin
think-
SB7?
Why do you think you got us let go? And only you, obviously.
Well, I never took no for an answer.
That's also true.
And
he did
um,
shit on the CEO's desk, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do
But
remember
took
that. I do
a
remember
big
that.
dump. Yeah.
Yeah. For no apparent reason. He just decided.
No reason. Yeah. He was just like, I'm gonna take a big steamy ass dump. Yeah.
Well, there
He
was a
stood up
reason.
and said,
There was a
"Today's the
reason.
day."
Mhm.
And I
There
said,
was a
"All right,
reason.
man."
It was those surf and turf tacos.
Yeah. See,
I had
knew
about
saw
12
the
of them.
surf and turf.
And I
Yeah.
found
Oh my
myself in the
God.
CEO's office.
Yeah.
One thing led to another. I
I
dropped the
hate to cut
bomb.
this. I hate to cut this glorious bit short, but thinking about fish tacos, I recently went to Malibu and went to Sunrise something on the end near Zuma, and holy fuck, their fish tacos were out of this world. Have we had those? Can I get it?
No, we haven't. We haven't.
Okay, I'm gonna start to sweat.
Dude, I already can tell like you're starting to like talk a little bit slower.
No, I'm not, man. I'm really fucking fast.
You're making sure that you get every word out correctly.
I'm just speaking. This is just how I speak. This is just how I fucking speak. It's all coming to me.
I was in Malibu and I went to this place, Sunset. It was it was the end of the day. What is that called?
Easter. It's in the Easter of the day.
It was in the Eastern equinox. And anyways, these tacos were fucking crazy, man. I fucking almost drowned.
I'm starting to feel the alcohol. For sure.
I know you are. And that's great. And that's amazing, dude. I'm so happy.
Oh, get off my dick, dude.
Never. Oh,
okay,
fuck.
Cool.
I got something to talk about.
Who the fuck just entered our podcast? Someone's gonna have to lead this thing, man. It's hitting me on a fucking 100 miles an hour now.
The fucking...
No, I'm fine. I'm
right,
fine.
You're fine.
Hey,
you're fine. You're fine.
I'm fine, man.
Just relax.
I'm relaxed, man. When you say relax, that usually amps someone up much more than what it accomplishes.
Hey, just calm down.
The intention.
Hey, shh. Calm down.
Don't say shush.
I'm not.
Man.
I didn't. I'm just trying to say like everything's okay.
Here.
Like
Candace, did you
there's
hear
friends
him say
here.
Shush?
I zoned out. Sorry.
Okay.
I just
you did have his zoning out.
I checked out. I said something's happening.
This podcast is over.
He talked about fish and he's got fucked up, and so I'm gonna.
No. That was a bit.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Anyways, I'm gonna move this along here. I've been watching a lot of a show lately, and this show has taken over mine and Lauren's life.
Let me guess. It's the show Friends. Have you guys ever seen that? Have you guys ever seen the show Friends?
Yes! That's what I was talking about.
It's about this group of friends, okay?
And did you see the new episode?
And they live in New York. It's
okay.
fucking crazy, dude.
New York.
Anyways,
what's it about?
So
and it's about these friends.
This along.
Okay.
Anyways, no, the show is Catfish.
You're watching Catfish, dude?
I've been watching so much. And I really resonate with a lot of the catfishes.
Oh, because you are going around catfishing people a lot?
Well, I'm catfishing Lauren to this day.
Yeah, take off the mask, James. He's actually Will Ferrell.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
Just trying to live a simple life.
Imagine.
I knew it, dude. If I'm honest, I knew it.
But have you guys ever watched Catfish?
Yeah.
Yes, man.
So
it's
be
like
excited
very
with
like
me.
We're excited.
Catfish to me is like a show you watch on the airplane when like there's no other options.
That would be an awesome airplane. That would be an awesome airplane.
It's on the airplane. If you go on like a long trip.
I have never been on an airplane.
All right.
He's never been on an airplane. He has no idea.
If you had been on an airplane before, you wouldn't be watching that show for fun.
I think
strictly an airplane show.
Well, look, I mean, I'm hooked. Okay, it's just, and that's it. And you guys are really bumming me out.
No. I think it's awesome. No, I'm happy for you.
Dude, James, that's an awesome show that you like. You have awesome interests.
Dude, James,
like that's what I need from you guys.
Dude, James, that's an awesome show, and you have awesome interests. I'm so proud of you.
He does have awesome interests.
I am so proud of you. Every morning when I wake up, I say, you know what? I have a gut feeling James is watching Catfish, and I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him.
Definitely.
Do you hear that, everyone?
Definitely. And they heard it. They definitely heard it. Let me tell you this. James, I want to know what you're watching recently. Because if you're not watching the documentary called The Biggest Heist Ever or something like that.
Oh, the fucking
art paintings is fucking
Oh, no,
incredible.
I haven't seen that one, but I did watch the college admission
days.
scandal, which is fucking cool.
Okay. I mean, less interesting.
Very interesting. Because
the idea
Lauren's
of it
old
as
boss was part of the scandal and got like arrested and is in prison because of it.
Whoa.
Get fucked up, pussy. Get fucked up,
which is crazy.
Pussy.
So like, it's cool because they do like, it was this whole thing. I don't know if you guys remember. I think it was like 2 years ago where like all these Ivy League school, there was this big admission scandal from like
Lauren's boss was Lori Loughlin.
No, but from fucking Full House.
Yeah.
No, but so in the documentary, like they do the whole thing, but there's also dramatizations, and they do like reenactments with like kind of well-known actors playing the different like people involved, and the guy that was her boss is like in it as one of the people being reenacted.
Oh
And
shit.
it's crazy.
That's so funny.
Yeah, he got fucking killed.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Well,
But I have been watching, and here's a good one because you guys weren't too excited about Catfish, but I'll just
Catfish.
forget about
I mean,
that.
just because it's not
still,
fresh.
I'm still lit on Catfish. I feel
Don't
like
fucking lie to him, Candace.
the blood is pulsing through me. My heart is pumping fast.
It seems disingenuous.
No, I'm like, whoa! I can hardly keep still. I'm absolutely I'm bouncing off the walls.
She's jittering right now.
I'm bouncing off the walls for Catfish.
Let's see your hands right now. How stable your hands are. Mine too.
Dude, Catfish.
That's because I have Parkinson's. You know what I mean?
Oh.
You guys,
sorry,
that was a
guys.
fucking
It's
bit.
true,
that was a
though.
bit the whole time. I don't watch Catfish. You guys are
I love
so
Catfish.
you guys are so losers.
Okay, so but James, you told
I've been
me to
watching
watch.
a show though.
Yeah.
Actually,
Sure.
on Amazon.
Mhm.
It's called Invincible.
I'm out. Fuck. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Haven't heard of it. I'm out.
And I can already tell. I guarantee, right when I give you the fucking synopsis, Kib's gonna be like, "Oh, I don't give a fuck."
Well, fucking tell me then, bitch.
So it's an animated.
What great.
It's an animated superhero show based on a comic that's one of the best fucking comics ever written, and it's so fucking gory and graphic and violent, and it's amazing.
Okay, cool.
Don't lie to him, Candace.
No, I'm interested. I don't know.
You guys are fucking gaslighting me.
No, I'm actually interested. I'm not.
I've never
You're
been
making us
this
feel bad.
embarrassed.
For making you feel bad, and that's fucked up.
No, I'm actually interested. I've never heard of it. And I'm like, oh, cool, a comic. Great.
Show your hands then. Show your hands and how stable they are. Little shaky, if you ask me.
That
Tell us
What
about
the
it,
fuck are
James.
you guys watching?
No. Tell us about the show.
I'm
That's
just
it. The
watching.
show's just
I'm
really
just been
good.
watching Friends.
No,
Just kidding.
You
I'm just
haven't.
kidding. What I've been watching, get Sopranos a little bit. Half
Fuck
paying
yeah.
attention. Sopranos.
Come on.
I need to
You
watch
gotta
it.
pay
James,
attention.
James
Yeah,
has
I'm
been telling me
paying,
to watch
attention
Sopranos.
mostly. It's
What
fine.
part are you at?
I don't know.
What?
When
How is that
Frodo,
a show that
when
you just
Frodo
put
brings
on?
the ring to the fucking Gondor?
Season 3, something's happening. Shit's going down.
lot
That's
of this.
like that blows my mind that you could be watching The Sopranos but not like actively watching The Sopranos.
I'm like actively-ish watching.
Do you have your phone by your side at all?
No.
Because if I have my phone by my side, bullshit.
I don't.
That's the
I don't
problem.
have a phone, dude. What the hell?
That's
are you
the fucking
talking
problem.
about?
Because I've been watching the fucking what's it called? What did I just say it was called? The fucking art thief thing, man. And if I have a moment of ADHD where I need to be on my phone, I have no idea where we are now because they're constantly changing and introducing new things that derail everything.
I'm not comparing the shows because people don't like it when you compare these shows, but I'm comparing it in the sense of how invested I was when I was watching Breaking Bad. Not comparing the two, just comparing dramas in general or whatever.
You can compare
when
them.
I was watching, but people are like, "Why are you comparing them?" And I'm
Who
like,
gives
"I'm
a
not.
shit? No, you can compare them.
I'm not. But I'm not.
Literally, but
I'm
you
not.
should. But you
She's
should.
not, dude. She's not.
I'm not."
Bryan Cranston literally said, without Tony Soprano, there would be no Walter White.
Wow.
Okay.
Disagree.
I'm
But wow.
He
just
said
saying,
it.
when I was
Disagree.
watching that show, not looking at my phone, completely invested, could not wait till the next episode, just very into it.
Yeah.
And I think that I just don't feel as strongly about Sopranos. Great show, fun to watch, but I just don't feel like as invested. So I'll like rewind and like sometimes I'll like kind of fall asleep to it. I'm paying most attention, but sometimes I'll like go in and out.
But
so
you put it
I'll
on to fall asleep.
Not always. Like I watch it, but I don't know. I don't need to explain myself.
I haven't even seen it. There's no judgment for me. I said that because I knew that he's a huge lover of the Sopranos. Soprano,
Yeah.
tomato.
I also watch the new Tom and Jerry every night.
Oh yeah, I mean you can't go wrong with Tom and Jerry.
The new
But
Tom and
James,
Jerry movie, the live
The
action.
I
movie,
wanna
you
talk
watch it every
about-
night?
I watch the movie every night.
I don't even know there was a movie. But what I want to talk about is, as long as Candace you've seen it, 60 days in.
Don't know what that is.
Son of a bitch. Oh, bro.
So you
it's
into that
so
now?
Good. I saw it all and the reunion. I watched it
Oh,
all.
bro. Okay, so get this,
It's
Candace.
so
This
good,
is it.
man.
Let me paint this picture for you. Imagine there's a county in America, and their prison system or their jail system is a little subpar, and they
It's not
need
so
some
good.
undercover people to go in and
People
act
who aren't
like
actually
inmates
going in. You know what I mean?
to kind of see what's up, find out about the gangs, find out where the drugs are coming from,
Get
find out if the
information,
correctional
Candace.
officers are doing a good job, find out
Yeah.
if the jail
They're the-
system
like
is
they-
working.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So they're normal people from various backgrounds. Some of them might have been in
Across
law
the world.
enforcement. Some of them
Yeah.
might have been in the military. Some of them might have
That's the
family members that are
Mhm.
incarcerated. It could
Yeah.
be anyone,
That's jail
but
time.
it's usually those three categories of people.
Okay.
And so they go in undercover, they get booked, and then they're in jail for 60 days. And there's like a
Yeah.
fake documentary being made about the jail, which is why there's camera people sometimes. And there's like,
Oh,
cameras that they
that's
set up and shit.
interesting.
It's a good
it's
time.
fucking
It really
dope.
is.
because it's like, it's crazy. It's
That's
dope because it's
interesting.
crazy.
And I'm gonna spoil it.
Okay.
I'm gonna spoil some of it
Spoil it.
because it's like
I'm not gonna watch
I told
it.
this to someone who wasn't kind of like not really caring about cool idea, but then this was like maybe a turning point, and maybe it's not, but
Mhm.
it's still an interesting thing. And this is spoiler alert for
Mhm.
those of you who give a shit. A few of the contestants, we'll call them, rose to
Participants.
participants rose to positions of power
Pod boss.
in gangs, in like the white gang and the I forget what
Oh,
the
interesting.
other gangs were called. I just know the white.
Or did you
the
watch the
Woods,
episode? Yeah, the episode with them. So it's
You
the
know.
Woods, the kinfolk, and the
the
Chicanos.
kinfolk and the Chicanos? Yeah, dude, Abner, dude,
Guy
he
goes hard.
slapped the fuck out of a
guy
IKEA there.
goes-
I don't remember what his name was, and then probably shouldn't have said IKEA, but it was like Eichner. Or no, Ike. It might have been literally IKEA.
I don't remember, but
Ica. It was Ica.
that yeah. So like, and then some of the participants
Like they
get like
got in
caught up
fights and shit.
and they
Yeah.
like lose themselves and they like get fully like
Yeah.
immersed in like inmate life. And dude, so you should watch. I think the season before that one, or maybe 2 seasons before. So there was one guy, Nate, who was in there for the full 60 days, and then so
They
the
asked him to
the season
serve
after.
more.
Yeah, the season after
remember
they did it in the same jail, and so they brought in all new people. But then Nate stayed for a second 60 days, so he was in there for fucking how long is that? 4 months?
Something like
Wow.
that. Yeah.
Crazy.
Interesting.
It's
Interesting.
cool to see these normal people, some of who have not experienced any jail time and some who have,
Mhm.
go in there, and some of them are more familiar with the politics of things, and they also are not supposed to interact because they can't give away like that they're there for that
Like
reason
the
or
different
or anything like
participants
that.
are supposed
Yeah,
to like
because
not interact and shit.
They're usually
Or
or
like-
all of the time in this season have been in different gangs. That
That's
means
this
it was, like,
season. So the other ones, like that particular jail, is very
Yeah.
gang orientated and like race
right,
orientated.
racially
Yeah.
segregated.
And like characters that go in there, like that one white guy who was in there was like, "Fuck, I don't want to like be with the white gang. Like that's fucked."
Dude, yeah.
But
Mhm.
you have to in a
Mhm.
situation like that,
Or you just get beat the
Interesting.
fuck up.
Or you're-
and
you're
then
like a lone-
roll out.
a lone
dude.
wolf, and you're like no
Yeah.
one's got your back, so you're like fucking free picking.
I mean, they there is no lone wolf. They force you to.
Yeah.
In that season, anyways, in that particular jail, they literally like there was this one guy who came in who was a black young man, and he thought it was stupid, and he was like probably in his 20s, and everyone else there was older and kind of understood or at least accepted it, and he was like in his 20s and like, no, fuck that, that's stupid. I'm not gonna fucking join a gang. And they're like, he got fucking slapped by one of the participants who had risen up in the Chicanos as a position of power, and he was talking back to him, and he had to like, some of him did it because he had been in prison for like 15 years, so it was in him to like almost enjoy that, or it's just in him in some way. Maybe I don't want to put words into his mouth and say he enjoyed it,
Dude,
but
he's
like,
gonna.
it certainly seemed like it, dude.
he's gonna watch this and be fucking pissed at you.
I think he kind of liked it, man. He wouldn't have went
for sure.
back to
I
prison.
think
He's
he
like,
even
I'm worried
said-
I'm going to slip into my old ways.
Didn't he
Then you
even
wouldn't
say-
go back
Did you watch
to prison
the,
voluntarily,
the
man.
after show?
Yeah. The
Didn't he
reunion.
say like that he got like caught up?
He did, yeah. And he was he said that from the beginning. I'm worried I'm gonna get caught up. And you're not worried about getting caught up. You know you're gonna go in, you know what's going to happen. You can anticipate exactly what's going to happen, what your game plan is. He didn't wing it. he went in and did exactly what he wanted to do.
Imagine
and
winging
experienced
something
it.
like that.
Yeah, there is no
just
winging
going
it.
into jail.
Except for people who just don't know, maybe like who literally have
Right.
no plan and then they create their own little plan. But yeah,
Should we do it, dude?
I don't know. I'm fucking not down for that. if I'm being completely honest, I don't think that sounds fun, man. I'm the guy who gets beat up, and you know, if there's someone who needs to do sex, it's me. I'll do it willingly, man. And I don't want to do that, but I'm gonna, and I will want to if I'm there. That's all.
Yeah, if you're there and you're gonna do it, you're gonna enjoy it.
I'm gonna own it. Yeah, I'm gonna jump into character, man. I'm gonna be a power bottom, dude. It's gonna be awesome.
Candace,
So
you
thanks
got
for joining
vaccinated.
the podcast, Candace. You got vaccinated, Candace?
Yeah, I did. I got vaccinated. I was gonna talk about. I was gonna say I'm a big Bachelor fan, but I'll talk about that
Me
later.
too.
Really?
Oh, I can't wait. Huge. I've seen like every fucking season.
Okay, this is incredible.
I
I
haven't
got
seen any of it.
vaccinated. I did get vaccinated.
Sure.
I'll touch on that real quick.
So we can get to the important
So we can
topic.
get to the fucking Bachelor stuff. Yeah, I got vaccinated. I got a leftover dose at a Walgreens. They were gonna throw it
It
out.
didn't
That's so
stick.
funny.
It came right back out of someone, and they're like, "Oh fuck!" Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
save
know-
that.
Well, there's a little bit
Fine.
left. There's a little bit left.
Yeah, you know,
7
they-
different needles with a little left in them.
So LA opened vaccinations to everybody, which is incredible.
I
They
thought that
opened
was
it
on
early.
the 15th.
So they opened it early, so everybody, you guys can go now and try and make an appointment.
We try to
But
make an appointment. yeah.
Obviously, I none of us were qualified, right? And some people were lying to get their vaccinations, which I feel weird about. Wasn't gonna do that, obviously, but I just called a Walgreens and was like, "Hey, do you guys do leftover vaccinations? If you have them left over, do you give them out?" And they were like, "Yeah." So I went to
Interesting.
a Walgreens and was like, "Do you guys have any leftover?" At like after all their appointments were done, and they said, "Yeah." And I
We have
got
this one that we're not sure if it is the vaccine. or
yeah,
if
and it
it's
was actually just
polio.
it was
but
just it was just a flu shot.
That's tight, though.
Yeah, so I got
I
the
got
first
the
dose.
flu.
I got the first dose, and then I just had. It was actually almost impossible to get a second dose on the because you're supposed to do it exactly 21 days for best best
shit.
results.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
winging it.
For best results, and because they don't book a second one for you if you're like a leftover walk-in appointment. So,
Right.
but luckily, Kaiser Permanente.
They call those walkers.
Kaiser Permanente, and this is info for any LA people. If you got a first dose, having trouble booking a second appointment, you can call Kaiser Permanente and get a second dose from them, and you don't have to be a
Sponsored by
member.
Kaiser.
Sponsored by Kaiser. Don't have to be a member, and they made it easy and great. And I'm stoked to be fully vaccinated, and I
That's
will
awesome, dude.
in like 10 days. Well, I got it on Friday, so now it's like
Mm-hmm.
Monday, but yeah, in like a few more days, I'll be like technically fully vaccinated, and like
So
yeah.
I have
That's
a
fucking
touchy
sick.
question about the vax.
Mhm.
How do we feel about the idea of it being so new? Because there's a grand opinion that it's too new to take.
No,
How do we feel about that?
I think that we should all be taking it, and I think that I don't know. I just think that vaccines have been around for a while, right? So there's like they have certain methods of the way vaccines work and what they do. So they're just tweaking them. They're just tweaking them. It's not like they're putting like brand new stuff in it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think
Yeah.
it's important, and I think it's I don't know if we don't want to get like super into.
No, I feel yeah. I'm just curious. Yeah,
Thanks,
like
but
just
I
on
think-
that on
explain
that,
to
that
us how
surface
vaccines
layer.
work.
Yeah,
you know so
right
much.
wing or left wing? Right wing or left wing?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great to get it, and I'm not scared of it. And also, like, so many medical professionals got it before us. Like, they were the first people to get it, So, like, when they're getting it, and like, I follow a lot of people on Instagram who are like, I don't know, like a Bachelor person who was a doctor was like, I'm getting the
Yeah.
vax, and he was like sharing his story
Right.
with it. And I think it's super important to like and cool to like share it on social media and be like, hey, I got vaccinated, and like.
Mhm.
You should too. And it's like, I don't know. I got all my vaccinations when I was a kid too, and I'm fine.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
No, I feel you. Yeah, I'm.
it gets tricky because
I think
I'm like,
everyone should
yeah.
get the vax too. Yeah, it's just tricky to voice your opinion at all because there's going to be people who are against you no matter what.
Oh,
your
sure.
fucking
I don't
opinion is.
mind
You know what
voicing
I
my
mean?
opinion at all. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, get the fucking vax. I feel like I just am not particularly know enough information to explain further, but I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, get it. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of just like, also I spent like, okay, you got the vaccine. There's people that got it like way earlier than us, right? At least like 6 months ago. No reactions, nothing crazy.
Right.
And you're just kind of like, okay, it's better than getting COVID. Like, I don't want to fucking get COVID, you know, so. But yeah. Did you guys have, oh, sorry.
I haven't gotten mine yet. I haven't even really been paying attention to whether or not it's even been available to the public other than the little bit of social media that I consume of seeing peers and stuff like that getting it and going like, oh shit, like how are they getting it? Oh, it looks like I guess some people can get it. So I don't really know.
The vaccine's out?
Yeah. Oh fuck, COVID's happening?
Yeah.
I've been kicking it.
Yeah.
But what's interesting about the whole like opinions on anything, whether it be politics or this and there's politics in this and stuff like that. I am so timid to actually share my opinion on things like that because I know that I only know what I know, and it's so impossible to actually know what makes sense because you can fucking watch one video of someone on the opposite side of what you think and they kind of make sense to you, and then you can watch someone on the opposite side and it makes sense to me. I literally took political text the other day and the result was Civic Observer with like some details of where my opinions lie, but that I don't, you know, like jump to an extreme of each side or anything like that, which doesn't mean good or bad. It just happens to be where and I really related to it because like I can't. I try to absorb as much information as I can on both sides because obviously there's bias on both sides. And like I know my heart feels liberal in my heart. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm a good person and I think equal rights, blah, 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 like everything like that just feels right. But there's fucking corruption and there's bias and there's information we don't know on both sides.
The whole system's fucked, dude. Every person like you can in power
shit,
is fucking corrupt and they're all working together on both sides. It's all fucked. But
and with the influence of giant companies who are funding certain sides politically that then have influence and go like, I'm not giving you this money to go towards your campaign if you don't make this happen, and their specific want and need. So like I'm sure that's on both sides, and it's like a gray area of legality where it's not illegal to do that, but it's fucked up and it exists and has existed for the dawn of time. So like you literally don't know. There's no way you can know. So I just try to consume as much as I can and fucking stay out of it, if that makes sense, and try to form an internal opinion on things, and it's just so much more complicated than deciding that I'm this.
Yeah, I also just like have a lot of faith in science and like have a lot of faith in
yes,
healthcare professionals and stuff. And like honestly, this past year, I mean, of course, for everybody, it's been a fucking nightmare and miserable, filled with anxiety, fear, stress, depression. Like it's been fucking hard. And I'm like, if I can take a shot and it makes it better for other people and myself, and I can see my family again, then yeah, I'm gonna fucking do it. I haven't seen my family in over a year, and like I'm not even like a family person. Like I'm not like family's my everything. I'm from Ohio and my family lives in Pittsburgh, and like I like my family, but you know, it's like my grandma's getting old. I'd like to see my grandma, and like my family got vaccinated. I think also too, it's like my whole family got vaccinated. Like they were able to get it, and I'm like, of course, I'm gonna get vaccinated to see my family, to see my friends again, to be in the same room, because once you're all vaccinated, you can hang out together. And it's like, you know, they're doing research on it still. They're still looking into it. It's super effective when 2 people are vaccinated. It's really safe. Like, you know, it's just like, it's fucking awesome. I don't know. I just am like,
I feel you
fucking doing it, dude. Like,
so from someone who you know, thinks about it the way you think about it, and I heavily relate to the way you think about it and has taken it and committed to that, do you put any thought into the long term of it? Because I know for me, that's a thought process that I go through about considering, like, I feel like I'm gonna get the fucking vaccine, but like there's still part of me that's like, but what about in 10 years? What about in 20 years? Like, and I think that's a part of the concern of the people who are like, I'm not fucking taking that, man. It hasn't been tested. And like, that doesn't mean you're wrong for having that concern. But I don't know why I said it like it was wrong, but like that is the opinion of some people. And I'm curious what you think about long-term side effects of it, or if you're just, I don't know. I'm curious what your opinion is.
I don't think, once again, vaccines have been around for a long time. So they're just like tweaking it. They're making small changes to it. So it's not like it's like this completely foreign thing that's in your body, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then also they don't even really know how long it lasts. Like the longest they know, Pfizer is the vaccine I got, the longest they know that it lasts is so far is a minimum of 6 months, because that's all the research has like brought up so far. So for all I know, like I might have to get a booster shot in 6 months or a year or 2 years. Like they don't even know. So I mean, especially when you don't have, if people haven't had reactions to it so far, it's like, what? I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, but you're, you know, so I feel like I can't even really like speak on this, but I'm not really worried about it. I'm more worried about the mutations of COVID coming up, and there's different more mutations of it. And it's getting worse. I'm like, I'd rather be protected of it, and we'll see what happens. But I don't know. Once again, have faith in science, have faith in medical professionals, and like, you know, you
kind of have to, you know what I mean? Like, otherwise, who do you trust? Your fucking neighbor who is
not my neighbor
speaks well. No, your neighbor's
not my fucking neighbor.
Your neighbor's fuck. Candace, have you had? Did you get COVID at all by chance?
I did not.
By chance?
By chance.
Please. Did
you get COVID?
I did not.
I fucking had COVID.
I was gonna ask you guys, if you had it.
Yep, I had it, and I got really lucky. I think I got like a very weak strain or whatever combination of things within me, and I definitely like. There's a lot of studies about vitamins and things like that and a combination of things that it's really just your immune system seems to be from the research that I've done and my family's done. And my dad's like the smartest human being I've ever met or spoken to in my entire life. And unfortunately I didn't get all of that or much of it at all, but he like does all this research and was like, this is what you need to do. And you will, if you had done this before and we're doing this every day, you wouldn't have got COVID. And if you do this now, it will make it the least intense as it could be, and it was the least intense it could be for me. It probably could have been much worse. It was literally just like fucking vitamins and all the bullshit that you kind of everyone already knows, like loading up on certain amount of vitamins and stuff like that. But it wasn't too bad for me. I was like, I lost my sense of taste and smell, which was super fucking weird for like a month and a half, like completely gone. And then one day I could only smell specific things like my deodorant and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I can smell this kind of.
Oh yeah.
I need a shower.
That's so crazy.
It was weird,
like
man.
That is one of the biggest side effects. Like my other neighbor, who we're fairly close with, like his two younger daughters always love to play with Vinny. They're like best friends, and so we'll like go out and hang out with them and stuff like that. And so he was telling me the other day that their whole family got like really bad COVID, and they were like quarantined in the house for like a month because of it. And I was like, that's so crazy. I didn't even like realize that, but I guess that's why I didn't see you for a month. It's because you weren't outside at all. But he was like, he's thinking like, how the fuck did I get this? Like, we don't do anything. We don't go anywhere, obviously. But he thinks that they got it from the one time that they went to the doctor's office. And I was like, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, you just don't know. There's like almost no point in thinking about it because you could fucking.
But he had
going to the grocery store, man.
The taste thing,
fucking eggplant,
the
and
smell
then fucking
touch an eggplant.
I've been very much I'm a very paranoid person. So for me, it was like, and some people were super paranoid too and still got it. I think I really lucked out, and I'm grateful that I didn't get it. But like, I'm like double mask, 6 feet apart. Like, if I'm in a grocery store, I turn like back to somebody. I'm like,
and you feel rude when other people are actually disregarding even the bottom line minimum amount of respect with that. Don't you feel rude? Like putting on your mask if someone doesn't have their mask? Like I end up feeling rude.
No.
And I'm like,
I don't give a
why didn't you have a mask on, man? This didn't have to be this way.
I don't feel rude at all. I'm like,
if I'm inside, I don't feel fucking rude at all. Because I'm like, how the fuck are you going to go inside without a mask? I was just up in Slow last week, and it's like a different fucking story though. It's like a smaller town. Like people don't fucking.
I saw a fucking TikTok, and somebody was walking around downtown with their mask, and they were like, everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm wearing a mask. I'm like,
I've experienced that as
people
well.
People are like, but look, at the same time, small ass fucking towns. Because we live in LA, it's different story.
They really don't have it as much.
Small ass fucking towns, like if it's non-existent, I get it. But at the same time, it's still, you have to be aware of this shit and like, do your part.
They can't though, because their whole world, like literally,
if
Canada,
you're in this bubble
bad,
of like this small ass town where you're like,
I remember it.
But like we live in LA, like my friends up in the Bay, it's the same thing, especially with the fucking stronger variant that's up there now. Like these are hubs where there's millions of people so fucking close to each
we
other.
only know that because we're there and we can see it.
I know.
People
So
I
it's
know,
different for us,
my
like,
hometown friends, like
we'll be
who
a
live
lot
in
more
small
aware.
town. Yeah, no, of
Yeah.
course we will. I just mean to your point of like, it kind of makes sense that they don't and they shouldn't, but they can't help it because I have hometown friends who live in a small town in Canada who, like, to them it doesn't exist and we're exaggerating. We're the fucking crazy liberals in fucking Los Angeles.
They can help it though. They can help it. I have friends and family in Ohio and they're taking it. I don't know.
I don't know.
No, here's the thing.
It certainly depends on the type of person.
I agree. I think get a fucking clue.
I'm exaggerating as well as to their opinions, but like
also
to them it doesn't exist. It does not exist.
Yeah, and I want you to know, Candace, we fucking agree. We're not fucking dumbasses. But I'm just saying that it makes sense, like in a real small fucking town, like, and if there's like 0 fucking cases.
Yeah,
and
which is like the small
which
town
is possible.
That my friends, you know what I mean?
But what I was saying is that I was in Slow and straight up like going into like coffee shop and shit. I got my mask on. Me and my friends have our masks on and shit, obviously. And then the motherfucker walks in, no mask. And I'm just like, hello?
You said hello to him? Dude, you're so confrontational, bro.
What's up, guy? What's up, guy? Put that mask on,
bitch.
guy.
What's that ass do?
Yeah,
I've definitely
I feel
told
like
people to put their fucking masks on, dude.
I was like, also cases have gone down, you know, and like once again, you guys are, I mean, you're right too. It's like case by case basis, town by town, like it varies and like the severity varies too. Like it was so crazy here, January through February. It was like 1 in 3 people had COVID in LA.
Yeah.
So like, of course, we're going to be paranoid and extra, you know? And so cases are down. Cases are down now. And now that cases are down, I still wear a double mask because that's what makes me feel comfortable and me safe.
Yeah.
But like, and I still social distance because that's what makes me feel comfortable. But I do find myself like, I'm like, okay, I won't turn my back in the store since the numbers are down. You know,
yeah.
But
making progress.
But
have to not make eye contact anymore.
And it's like, you know, everybody has different opinions, and that's the way it's gonna be. And
I feel like you think that we don't understand.
What? No.
I don't feel that.
Oh, no, not at all. No,
like,
absolutely not.
No, Candace thinks that we don't think this is serious.
No, not at all. I was in agreement with you. I think just the way Kid was saying it, I was playing defense
to them,
on his defense to them.
Right.
Yeah, no.
I'm not like,
it's not,
no, I totally feel you.
And even to that, I definitely, I feel like I know what you mean in the sense of like, they don't have to think that way. The small town people should be
that's what I was saying. I'm like, come on, people. It's been a year. Get it together. No, I think you guys are great.
also those small town people, this isn't a defense. It's actually to their detriment that they don't inform themselves. If I had grown up and stayed in Canada versus being here where people are more aware in general, and being aware is almost part of the awareness itself. To be more aware. If you're not as aware, you're not with the rest of the people and you're fucking weird. If you're not consuming information about what's going on in the world. In my hometown of Canada, that's not weird. You're fucking weird if you're way too into it. You know what I mean? So to the contrast of that, they think that, you know, or a lot of them anyways, think that we are so over involved in it that we're wrong. And that it is more conspiracy to them than it is for us. Sure. And that just has to do with the circumstance of where you live and how that culture consumes media or doesn't consume media. And it varies town by town and things like that. But I know in my town, it's like they consume media, but they also don't at the same time. Like they consume what they want to consume.
A certain type of media.
They consume what they want to consume.
The fun stuff.
And that's it. The fun stuff, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I try to consume all media, and then I've decided that I still don't know. It actually is to my detriment that I can't tell. I know where my heart lies, and that's the best part. But I don't really know who's right or wrong.
I think give yourself some credit.
You can tell
nobody's
extremes.
Nobody's gonna know everything, and like we're now more than ever. There's this just like overload of information at all times because we have like, you know, the trusted news sources that have been the mainstream news for so long, and then the credibility of it and people's trust in it is waning because there are these alternative outlets of media that are more honest and direct and not behind being backed by a bunch of companies and shit like that. So it's just like you take in all this media and you don't know who to trust, but you kind of just take it all in, chew it up a little bit, and then you get to the heart of it yourself.
I almost admire like the people that are so sure of their political view and are so sure and they believe that and they get to have a stance and feel sure about that and be able to voice their opinion based on what they believe in, because I cannot.
I think
with
you do.
all of the information.
I think you do based
really
on what you believe and what you like. Exactly what
it
you
doesn't,
said. Like what's in your
but that's
heart.
what I mean.
Like
yeah, I know.
What you
but
believe.
What's in my heart doesn't put me in a fucking specific lane.
So what?
That's what I mean. But that's what I mean. I'm talking about people who have a specific lane, believe that, and can live their life feeling sure of something. Whereas I do not feel that way. I feel very unsure of what is actually going on because there's so much information on both sides to consider, without spending every moment of every day looking into something and becoming a fucking researcher on what's going on to verify it to the point where then you can actually believe it. It's like, I just feel like I feel like I would have to just decide to believe someone for whatever reasons if I just trust their character or have friends who think that they're great. Like for me to choose a lane, I would have to decide to believe someone and just stick with that rather than decide based on the information, because the information is just so everywhere for me, you know? And no, I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm extreme in any way, because it's the exact opposite. I'm very just like, I feel like I'm just trying to do what I think's good and believe what I think's right, and I don't know everything else, you know?
And that's
like,
fine. I mean, knowing you and what you do think and believe,
yeah,
I think you're on the right track.
I mean? Right. I hope that at least as far as you can, but there's still something admirable about choosing a lane, not in an extreme way, but just being so sure of something. Like, Candace, do you feel like you're sure about where you are, not necessarily politically, but just in general? Or do you feel like you're just still consuming like I am and trying to figure the fuck out?
I'm pretty sure.
I admire that.
I'm pretty confident in I feel like, sure, I think everybody is like questioning and like, asking questions and like taking in that information and forming their own opinions, and everybody's opinion varies even slightly, right? So it's like, sure, somebody could be like on the left and liberal, and your opinions are still going to differ from small things, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Totally.
But I'm pretty sure in myself and stuff, but I'm not like, and I think also like, I don't know, everybody has their things they're good at, and some people are really fucking good at speaking about stuff and public speaking, and like my roommate is fucking awesome. She's so good at like talking to me about like politics and like talking to me about like social issues that are happening and going on, even just like local LA, the homelessness issue and stuff like that. She's so smart and so good at it, and I admire that, and she like educates me, which is so cool. And she's just so good at it, and I think some people are just naturally better at it than other people, and that's okay.
Sure, yeah.
And we all kind of thrive in different ways, right? But we're all trying, and I think that's important. But I think it's cool to be on the left, and I'll say that.
Yeah.
Nah, that's
you heard it here first, guys. Candace Carrizales, right-wing liberal.
Ew! Don't even joke. Don't even fucking joke about that fucking shit.
A right-wing
we're gonna
liberal.
get you fucking
all I
canceled.
want to talk about is The Bachelor.
You guys, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to our second sponsor, Porter Road. Let me tell you, your boy's really excited about this one. Porter Road is an online butcher shop that delivers high quality meat directly to you. And I just got a box from them. I'm a huge lover of meat. I love meat. What can I say? I'm a meat guy. I tried going plant-based for a time last summer, last fall, and I would definitely try it again. But right now I'm in a phase of meat, and I'm loving meat. And Porter Road has absolutely helped with that. I got a box with a ribeye steak that Lauren and I just made for dinner tonight, and it was amazing. We made it with some, classic sear it, a little bit of butter based, some rosemary, some garlic. Toss that over it, let it cook through a beautiful mid-rare. Oh my God, it was fantastic. Also got some bacon, some cured bacon, some back bacon, pork chop, some really delicious looking that I'm going to probably make tomorrow for lunch. 100% beef hot dogs, some beef taco mix. Like I'm so excited about this. And I wanted to share that excitement with you because it's making me buzz. So like I said, Porter Road is an online butcher shop that delivers high quality meat directly to you. Chefs and butchers Chris and James started Porter Road about 10 years ago as a local Nashville butcher shop with a mission to fix a broken food system. For 10 years, they've tweaked and tuned their process to bring you an exceptional piece of meat while also building a more sustainable system for farmers and the planet, which I love. I'm all about sustainable food, sustainable industry, doing things that care about animals and the planet. I think I'm all for that. I am all for that. So they work with trusted local farmers to ensure that animals are raised the right way, humanely on pasture with no added hormones or antibiotics. From there, Porter Road dry ages all their beef and they hand cut each steak and chop using old world butchery traditions that produce cuts you won't find at the grocery store. And I can say that I can vouch for that. Like I just had this ribeye and I know I just talked about it. I'm going to talk about it again. This fat, delicious, it was one of the best steaks I ever had. I couldn't recommend it enough. So right now, Porter Road is offering our listeners $20 off your first order of $100 or more if you go to porterroad.com/pine. That's PORTERROAD.com/pine. You already know it's code PINE for $20 off your first order of $100 or more. You guys, if you like meat, check out Porter Road. They have amazing, locally sourced, fresh, raised properly meat. It's from all angles. It seems like a great company, and I can speak from experience. The meat that I've had from them so far has been out of this world. So give them a try. Again, that's porterroad.com/pine for $20 off your first order of $100 or more. Thank you so much, Porter Road, for sponsoring this episode. And I'm going to go ahead and just shut up and get us back to the show.
My brain just fucking thinking about The Bachelor this whole time. I think no offense.
Yeah,
I think
I'm ready for it.
I think I checked out a little and started watching an episode in my head.
You've checked out many times on this podcast.
Nah, I was listening.
It seems to be like it's a thing that Candace does in general.
No. I think I really do just listen. I'll just sit and listen. Because sometimes I'm not the fucking smartest person ever. I'm sorry, I'm not. I think this is obvious. I'm just listening. I'm listening to other people's stuff. I'm just absorbing it, but that's all.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into The Bachelor.
I admire that.
That's
that's something. Please,
that's something that I don't know shit about. So convince me.
Where's your stance, James? Right or left wing on Bachelor? What's up?
Oh, man. That's a tough one.
I mean, that's an interesting thing. Actually, politics in a way ties into The Bachelor because it's been for years a very conservative show. Very Christian show in certain ways.
Very Christian.
Very white show in certain ways.
So white. So goddamn white.
In recent years, they've been trying to make changes about that. But, with that and having more people of color on the show, which should have happened a long time ago, and having, people, just more people of color on the show.
More representation.
More representation. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah,
it's taken them long enough. It's taken them a long time.
I'm curious with that if it's been like a conscious effort to not have the representation or if it's due to ignorance.
I think absolutely.
I'd like to think ignorance.
No, absolutely,
right?
Because look, they're looking at their fan base too,
and
who they want to cater to.
Yeah, I think
so. Once a show, the fan base starts to grow, and they're the people that are saying we want more representation, we want more inclusivity. Then the show's like, well, fuck, we don't necessarily care. We don't really care, but fuck, now we're gonna do it, and then people, for real, dude, that's how shit goes. But then, so the people that like make the show, those seats start changing, and people come in who are producing the show and stuff that do care about representation, and then they start making it better, and that's how things change.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm very deep into it. I listen to podcasts.
You're really
about
deep
it,
into the
and,
lore.
like, I'm deep into it. I listen to a really cool podcast. Where they are they bring in the political aspect about it, and they talk about it, and they had I don't know, they just discuss it, and like but they also dissect the show as a game and how it's kind of like a sport, and it's very fun.
Everyone
it's
has
very
stats.
Fun. Kind of,
Okay,
yeah.
Well, I think it's really cool to like break down like the societal effect and like impact that a show like that can have, because that's how like a lot of like huge fucking reality shows and contestant shows like that is like they become like these what's it called, like the word a phenomenon, right? Like nationwide phenomenon that's like
The Bachelor's definitely a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Certain seasons can really fucking just take over the fucking world, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Bachelor,
But
great, fascinating.
I want to know, first of all, what your favorite season is. Let's get into the being a fan of The Bachelor thing, because I have seen so many seasons and have so many favorites. And then let's just see where that goes.
So I think I started watching around Juan Pablo's season.
Okay, you're later than me.
Okay.
I've seen further past than that.
Juan Pablo's season. And I think I really liked Ari's season. Ari's season was really good. A huge fan of Becca Martinez. Listened to her podcast. She has a podcast. Great.
Yeah.
And that was a really fun season. And then I also...
Did you watch Sean's season?
Sean Lowe?
There's some seasons that like you just gotta watch.
Yeah.
Sean's season was really good, whether you like Sean or don't.
Nick Vial's season with Corinna Olympios, she was super fun. Oh, also side note, huge Bachelor in Paradise fan. Like I think
me too. I got into all of it.
I think I prefer Bachelor in Paradise to the actual show.
I need both. Like I need to like watch the structured Bachelor, and then I need the chaos when I'm kind of like tired of the slowness of the actual Bachelor and some of the filler episodes and stuff like that. When you watch Bachelor in Paradise, every episode is just fucking chaos. So it's a little bit more like watching YouTube versus watching a film or something.
Yeah.
With not as dramatic of a difference, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Do you ever get on to those like?
Oh, sorry.
You go.
We both are like,
no, you go.
I was gonna say one of my favorite seasons, this past Tayshia's season. Listen, it started off as Claire's season. It started off as Claire's season. It was a little rocky. It was a little like people fell out of it.
I didn't like Claire at all. Just want to say, fuck Claire, dude.
Me neither.
She's an acquired taste. But I will say that Tayshia's season was really cool. I thought it was so cool that they talked about stuff that has never been talked about on the show before.
Yeah.
They talked about like, like eating disorders, like male eating disorders. Never talked about that on the show before. They talked about Black Lives Matter on the show, which was really cool. Yeah. They talked about like the social issues and stuff. And it was just like cool and different. It just felt like different. Yeah. And honestly, everybody felt genuine, and everybody felt like all the guys had so much depth and were all nice. They were all just nice, good guys for the most part.
Which made like James losing some of them just like unfortunate.
Season.
I loved this season.
Yeah,
James loved this season too.
So
I'm down to check it out for like some, and I'm gonna say this, and it's no offense, some bullshit TV. Because you need some bullshit TV. No, it's not bullshit. I know, I'm saying that, but what you get from it is not
bullshit.
Totally.
That's what I'm saying.
But what I was going to say
give you credit.
is because remember when you told me, you were like, bro, you got to watch Love Island UK. And I was
that's
like,
bullshit.
I
all
couldn't
the way
be
around.
fucked. And then I watched it and I was like, I'm fucking into this. So then, I'm fucking into this. I'm getting fucking pied off, mate. Are you fucking me off? Are you fucking me off?
Don't fucking mug me off, mate.
Don't fucking mug me off. But I got into that shit. So I'm down to give this a try.
Bachelor's way better. That whole world, Bachelor in Paradise, like you'll get genuine shit from it that you genuinely enjoy, and then there's the only bullshit aspect of it is that it's a dating show and that the format of a dating show. But what you get from it is investing yourself in a character, just like you would any great movie. You invest yourself in certain people. And then you're invested in every decision and every conversation they make and things that upset them and things that they don't. And you're invested in a way where it's real to the most that it can be for it being television, that when something negative happens to this character that you're invested into, if you know that person is actually feeling that. They're not acting. So there's something about The Bachelor that is really special. If you enjoy it, if you can enjoy the vehicle of it being a dating show like that, that I get from it and is like therapeutic in certain ways and so genuine. Like Tayshia's season, dude, it was like the first time I've ever seen some real person who I can relate to on television ever.
Well, that's like Catfish for me.
Yeah, when James sees a pedophile, dude, he's like, finally someone I can relate to.
It's not To Catch a Predator, man.
Sorry,
yeah, well, honestly, I have been in phases where I'm like really into To Catch a Predator because I fucking love Chris Hansen.
Yeah, it's so funny, dude. Why did you message this little girl?
You fucking dumbass piece of shit. Why did you message this little girl? You want me to beat the shit out of you?
Yeah, dude.
But I get it.
You should watch The Bachelor. That's what I want to say.
Try it. Lauren, should we watch The Bachelor?
Candace had something nice to say, and we totally fucking threw her off. But
I don't know.
Dude, Lauren would love The Bachelor.
We're down.
Lauren would love it. You would be a little more skeptical.
I think,
and then you would still love it.
Well, you know me, dude. I like to enjoy the things that I watch. So even if whatever it is, I like to enjoy it at least to an extent.
It's all about investing yourself in the people, and it's harder in the beginning because there's so many people. But as they weed them out, and as you start to see more characteristics of certain people, and you get to invest in them and choose who you like,
because there's fake people too that are
there's fake people who you love,
like
to
trying
hate
to like clout chase and be like on TV and shit.
Yeah, and they always like with American Idol, they always keep some fucking just shit for brains person on there just for entertainment.
That's dope.
And it's really good. And by always, I've exaggerated. They sometimes do that.
Okay, well,
Candace, can I get a name?
Amen.
Yeah. I don't know if you have anything more to say about The Bachelor. I could talk about The Bachelor all night, but
well, how about
this? The Bachelor.
I'll watch 4 or 5 seasons, and then we'll get back on and we'll have a Bachelor podcast.
Incredible.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
We'll start one.
I would love that. Well, let's settle down a little bit. Let's have Candace on again after you've watched a couple seasons of The Bachelor, and then we can get into it.
Okay, what season should I watch first?
I have recommendations, but I'd love to hear Candace's first.
The Bachelor. We're talking about The Bachelor.
Or The Bachelorette, man.
Or The Bachelorette?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you not like The Bachelorette as much?
Me?
Oh, you made a face, and I was like,
no,
okay.
No. I was thinking about which season. I was going to say I really liked Hannah's season 2, but a good season to start watching. I
season
feel
1?
like Ari's season is pretty fun. I feel like there's some like Crystal Nielsen is a very fun like villainy character, but then Nick Vial's season is pretty fun with
Nick's is like a notoriously good one to start. I remember.
So I'm gonna write this down. Which one?
Nick's season.
Nick.
What was yours again? The other one. I don't know if I agree with the other one. I forgot his name.
Maybe not
Vial?
Ari. I think I just liked Ari's season because
Right.
there were some like. I think I just like Becca a lot. That's why. But
Becca's dope. Yeah.
Becca. There's 2 Beccas on that season. I like both of them.
But I know you're talking about like,
dude, fuck Becca. I fucking hate Becca.
Hey, no, we don't say that.
I also think James, write down.
No, that's from Superbad, guys.
If you haven't seen it, Candace, Sean's season is actually really good. Also, I forget her name, but it was a season. I think Sean was on it, and then he got to be one of the last people with this. What was her name? I don't remember, but. Sean was on The Bachelorette, and then he was The Bachelor. But the season he was on The Bachelorette, I think, was also really great. That's where you like fall in love with Sean, the idea of Sean, anyways, and then you kind of realize who Sean is in Sean's season. And you're kind of like, okay, don't love him as much as I did, but like the whole story of it's great. I think you're gonna fucking love The Bachelor.
I'm sure I will. I think
it's
I will.
Such a good time.
100%.
It's so bingeable, and it's like dude. You want to watch it with people who also love it.
I already love it. Me and Lauren are gonna binge watch it.
It's even better than Love Island UK. Love Island UK is like you get into it in a phase, and then
Love Island UK though season 1 or the one that I watched, fucking loved that shit, dude.
Yeah,
because of John and
John and Kate plus 8.
And the fucking other ones.
John and Kate.
Candace, have you seen Love Island UK?
No.
Watch that shit. It's superficial and it's
so
shitty,
superficial, but
that's what's also fun about it.
I've checked out a couple episodes. I don't know if it's for me.
I think it is.
But I will say, if you've
you.
seen only a couple episodes, I do think that you got to give it several episodes.
When
you have to watch at least 13 episodes.
Once it clicks, I promise. For me, this is like Game of Thrones. I don't like Game of Thrones, and I haven't given it the chance. I've seen maybe 3 episodes, and I haven't gotten into it.
Okay.
And people are so pissed about that. You gotta just watch a full season and make it a good one. Look it up. Just force yourself to, or even get halfway through. If halfway through season you don't like it, then it's not for you. But I think that with you liking Bachelor, this is like it clicks thing, and it did that for me with UK too.
Here's my thing.
You know,
I'm very invested in The Bachelor. I listen to 4 podcasts a week about
yeah.
So you don't really have the headspace for another show.
So when you're watching it Monday nights and then listening to 2 podcasts on Tuesday morning, and then you're listening to 2 podcasts on
too much information.
Thursday morning, I just don't think I can commit to another reality show at the moment.
Well, have you tried Catfish?
I might give it a try.
You should,
If
because there's so many.
Catfish
There's a
podcast.
few. I was gonna say, because there's a few Catfish podcasts. I run one of them.
Chris Hansen, and today we're gonna have a 7-year-old boy on the podcast to see what he thinks about catfishing people.
Are you saying Chris Hansen instead of Chris Harrison?
Yeah,
I can't tell you
Chris Harrison.
Chris Harrison's the host of The Bachelor.
Did I say Harrison?
No, you said Hansen.
Hansen.
Okay,
and James said Hansen earlier.
You meant to say Chris Hansen because I read you there, but that's really funny because I didn't know that. I have my pen because I'm taking notes.
Oh my God! Also, another thing. I know that we just keep saying random shit. This is for Candace. There's another love show where, I think the whole thing is about them a couple goes onto this thing, and then all the couples go to one side, all the other couples go to the other side, and then a bunch of girls go on for the boys and a bunch of guys go on for the girls, and they try to make them cheat essentially or stay together to test their relationship.
Oh fuck, I've heard of that.
The whole thing, and the guy's name is Chris Harrison, but he's not Chris Harrison. He's a different Chris Harrison.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's so funny because he acts like Chris Harrison, dresses like Chris Harrison, kind of looks like Chris Harrison, but is not Chris Harrison.
Well, Chris Harrison also is freaking done for now on
What
Bachelor.
do you mean?
Dude.
He did something bad?
Yeah.
What did he do? What did he do? You're going to crush my dreams.
Oh my God.
You're about to ruin my night.
I'm
what
not.
The fuck did he do?
This is like, I can't even get into this. You guys.
You have to. You have to. I don't care if this is another hour long. You have to tell me. I love The Bachelor.
I mean, essentially, it's not a good look. So it's possible he might come back. It doesn't. I don't know. It's really a whole thing, and
I'm terrified.
So
I love Chris Harrison.
We had our first Black Bachelor this past season. Matt James. It's a historic moment because it's the first Black Bachelor in all these seasons of this show, which is fucked up. It took this long to have a first Black Bachelor.
Was Tasha not the first Black Bachelorette? Or
no,
was she?
Rachel Lindsay was.
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. So he's the first Black Bachelor, and spoilers come out before the season even airs typically, and so this girl was kind of like one of the contestants was rumored to win the season, and then it came out that she had a history of like some racism, some racist things. She
the Bachelorette or wait,
the winner of the contestant who won, but we didn't know she won, but there were rumors, and ABC was trying not to spoil that she won, but everybody was like, this is really fucked up that this is the first Black Bachelor and the supposed winner was
so this all came out before the season even aired.
Yeah, sort of. It was kind of in the middle of the season airing, and so I think ABC was sort of trying to cover their ass, and I think that they were not. So she was completely silent, and I think ABC was not allowing her to come out and apologize. And then Chris Harrison, they put on like extra TV or something to try and clear the air, sort of. And the person who works at Extra TV was our first Black Bachelorette, Rachel Lindsay, who's really cool. She's fucking awesome. But she was interviewing him about this racism scandal, and he was essentially, it was not a good look. He was defending the contestant who had the racism allegations, and essentially was kind
in
of
what context?
He was kind of an apologist and being. You have to watch the interview. It's like a whole thing, but he was like talking over a black woman who was interviewing him and who was our first black bachelorette, and it was just
so it was his like demeanor, dude, and the way
it was his demeanor, the way he was speaking to her was
making
bad,
it seem like
but
he was also racist in a way.
Well, he was like defending racist actions.
What she did straight up racist? Like, what exactly did she do?
Oh my goodness. This is like a whole, I feel like this is like has turned into a whole political podcast, and you know.
That's what we're all about here.
I know, but wait,
this is a political podcast.
I'm enjoying our audience doesn't give a shit. They're gonna watch us and have a good time no matter what.
No, that's not what I'm just saying. It's truly like you have to do. It's like
you just watch the whole interview, kid.
The interview.
I'll watch it. I just, you know what I mean.
The interview was like 10, 15 minutes. Like it's a long. So she was
super busy.
So she was seen at a. So years ago.
She was actually the Grand Master.
It wasn't even. It was in 2018. It was in 2018 she was seen at an Antebellum party at her college, and the Antebellum party represents the Old South. So it's
Old South is no good South, I think, is what we're getting at.
So there's
celebrating the Old South in a way that it's like
the fucking good old boys and shit.
That band flag in America. You know what I mean?
Basically,
they meant like a band.
So.
Yeah.
So basically the season ended, and so Chris Harrison was defending this, stuff, and then the season we had the finale, and then after the final rose finale, Chris Harrison was not there. He was removed. He was replaced with a different host who was this really awesome guy named Emmanuel Ancho, and he was asking really hard questions and just kind of put Rachel on the spot. Matt was there, and he was. Long story short, Matt was Matt was like, hey, it's kind of bad that you didn't realize. Matt, the Bachelor, was like, it's kind of bad you didn't realize what this Old South party represented. Like, I chose you at the end, and like, I can't be educating you about like Black lives and why this is a issue for me about why you went to this party. Like,
but has to condemn.
It's just kind
almost.
of it's really it's a whole story, and if you're interested, I recommend.
I would love to see it. If there's multiple like sources that I can consume. I'd send it to me.
There's a lot of layers to it, and it's just Google it. Google it is my suggestion.
Why is Chris Harrison a bad boy?
Why was Chris Hansen arrested for a bad check?
But that being said too, in the past, Chris Harrison has like defended other things here and there. Like, he's like totally comes across conservative. He even was like, he said something whack about like cancel culture like a year ago, or it's just like out of touch white guy hosting a show with young people, and it is kind of like, I'm like, yeah, maybe it's time to bring in a fresh host, somebody a
little more aware.
Yeah, it's like if the show is trying to be progressive, they're trying to make changes.
It clearly sees
Chris Harrison might have to be a part of that change, and got to say bye-bye to him to keep the show, to turn it into something that's
agree or disagree with the political stance or the outcome of the influence that it has on the world, and which political stance it's trying to show. They have to have someone who agrees with that political stance to be the host, and it not be this like weird thing. They have to have it be direct, and it not have this
right. And then and then also like like a lot of their audiences are middle-aged white women in the Midwest, and like. I
don't know. I'm 25 and I'm
but
Bachelor.
So yeah, it's like
I'm watching it with my mom for years.
ABC's trying to please people, but then you know.
I feel you.
It's complicated. It's complicated. It's a whole thing. I think I'm just like I'm listening to all these podcasts. It's like this is
you're
like,
deep
I'm like,
in it.
You're telling me you're telling me to explain this. I'm like, this is old news, dude. This is from
25 hours.
This is from a month ago.
This
is from a month ago. Get
I thought you were gonna say like 2 years ago.
No.
It's so fresh. Like
it's from a month or two ago. Like So
no, I mean like
I'm stoked now because I'm gonna watch The Bachelor for the first time, knowing this. And that's all I'm going to be able to fucking see the whole time. I'm going to be psychoanalyzing him. Like everything he says, I'm going to be like, you didn't fucking mean that, you bitch. You fucking fake ass bitch.
I got to watch him for years going, I fucking love this guy. This guy, why isn't he my dad?
Mom, why isn't he my dad?
He's super corny and like.
He is.
But what's cool?
But there's this parental figure about him that's cool.
What's really cool though is so they are not doing another season of The Bachelor this year because the men can never make up their minds. The past few seasons have ended with not an engagement. So we have 2 bachelorettes this year, 2 separate bachelorette seasons coming up. Which is dope. Cool. And then 2 previous bachelorettes are going to take Chris Harrison's place. They're going to co-host together. Tayshia Adams and Becca Kufrin.
Okay.
Becca Kufrin from our season, I believe, are the 2 hosts. So I think
that could be fucking awesome.
It's definitely Tayshia, but I think but I think it'll be.
I'll tell
cool.
you this: I'm gonna miss it. I agree. I think it will be really cool because it might make the show even fucking better. But some of me is going to miss what for so long, has been minus this stuff that's coming up that I didn't even know about. So I've just had this purest look of Chris Harrison of like. He's the good guy. He's there for people. He's self-aware about what the show is going on. He's the one of us being part of it, seeing it and seeing the ridiculousness that isn't involved. So, I mean, I think I'm going to miss that person there, but I think that it will be more entertaining and be more, I don't know. It's going to move along as far as how content's changing in general in the right direction, unintentionally. Like that's not even the reason why they're doing it, but I think it's going to make it more digestible for young people and it's going to be cool. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like Chris Harrison's getting fucking older too. Like now it's a younger host with a younger perspective, with a younger sense of humor, with a younger sense of everything.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
going to be cool.
This change is permanent and he's suing ABC for them not allowing him. They're not not allowing him to host this next season. So he's suing that. It's like
for the contract. Like
this shit goes deep. Like it's. Like
are they saying
crazy.
anything negative about him, or are they just? I imagine they're shutting up and just deciding, hey, we're gonna try to do this. I know we had a 10-year contract, but fuck you. He's like, no, we had a 10-year contract or whatever the fuck.
I don't know if ABC has made a statement yet, and they definitely should have. And like ABC is super complicit in a lot of ways, and like bad ways, and like I don't know. It's just like
oh yeah. Well, they also put him, just from hearing like your summary of the situation. It's like they put Chris on this Extra Tonight or whatever show to be like their PR person. You know what I mean?
And he did a fucking
I was about to say,
like, he was the voice of the Bachelor.
Well, that's like something that was weird though too. Was I'm like, okay, why do we have? First of all, why don't they just have an ABC spokesperson or
like
something?
an actual
Why
PR
is Chris Harrison? He's the host of the show.
Yeah.
Why is he doing this?
I'll tell you why I think.
But then also, wait, Kib, wait.
Just
also,
hang on a second,
why
Kib?
didn't they were blocking the girl who did these racist actions? Why was she not? They like were blocking her from speaking out. She should have been able to speak out first and say her piece. So it was just all very weird on everyone's part, and I'm like, okay, like so it's just like
I disagree with them doing that, and I think I know why is because we have this trust of Chris Harrison up until this point, or up until these points started happening. Like,
that interview
you know what I mean?
is painful to watch.
Well, right, that takes away from it. But I mean, like up until him fucking up, like he's the guy. He's the guy who like
but
he's the one of us, and he's the guy. So like it made sense why they would be like, you are the fucking voice of this, and have been, whether it was intended to be that way or not. Like he's the host, but it's just like we've all I don't know. It's the way he did it too. You know what I mean? I think it was literally what he brought to the table, not to try to give him credit in this or anything, but it's literally just that the way he did it and the way it happened for years and years and years. He just was the voice of the Bachelor.
Yeah.
And then if he's shitty and it came out over time, like it's just like, fuck, you know, like
it's like a mess, dude.
The show made a mistake, you know, that they realize or like, you know.
The interview is, it's hard to watch, man. It's like,
I want to watch it. Send it to me. Send it to me after this. I want to watch it.
Okay.
I'm invested.
I was just like, God, it's just like.
Is it like, will I immediately be like, oh, fuck?
I hope so.
Come on.
I mean, I don't know. I think so. I mean, the way he's speaking to the host is just like the woman interviewing him is like just disrespectful. He's like, oh, no, like, and talking over her, and you're like, all right, dude. Yikes. Like, she's like speaking from her Black experience, and he was kind of
going
negating.
No.
Like he was kind.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Kind of. He kind of was. It was like really. Not good. So
I wonder what he felt he was on the line for him, or that he, you know what I mean? Like, why did he feel like he had to take that route when he's got to be smart enough to understand the to read the room of the world of what's going to happen? Like, there's no way he's not smart enough for that in the position that he's been in with the. You don't think? You think that like
people are
just now it's gonna happen? Like
people are dumb, and there are also people are out of touch, and I think
and comfortable.
Yep.
Yeah.
And comfortable.
He and as the world's progressed, he's getting left behind.
He makes millions of dollars a year. He makes so much money off of being on the show for 2 minutes an episode.
Tasha,
out of a 2-hour show. Like,
that's it.
You know.
Yeah. That's tight.
The final rules of the evening.
James, I'm sorry we talked about The Bachelor so much without you knowing. If when you watch it,
you guys go off.
When you watch it, you watch a couple seasons. Think back to this episode, and then this will be so entertaining for you to remember. You know what I mean? You're like,
I'm sorry, Lauren. Shut up real quick. I'm remembering our conversation on the podcast about all this.
Lauren, stop. No. Oh, I love it.
I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna watch some of it for sure.
I love it because I just love to learn. I love to learn, and I'm so disappointed.
I love to learn. I'm gonna watch The Bachelor.
I'm so disappointed to hear about Chris Harrison, man. Why couldn't he be a good one? You know, imagine if he was a good one, Candace. Wouldn't that be great?
Well, oops,
he's just
too bad. Next.
Whoops. Fuck that up.
Too bad.
But I'm excited to see Tasha and Becca. Is it Becca?
Yeah, I believe it's Becca.
I'm excited to see that. I think that's going to be fun.
I'm so excited.
And James being super sexist, he's not excited to see that.
I'm so excited.
I'm really excited. Okay, he's excited. He's excited.
I'm so look at how excited I am.
I'm Googling. I'm trying to see.
He's raising his eyebrows. Candace, we thank you, and we thank you for spending time with us on this
thank
podcast.
you so much, Candace. I know it was late,
hey,
and we're kind of goofy.
And we usually do an hour, but we drank,
Oh, sorry. I'm so bad at interrupting. People are gonna
I do the fucking same.
People are going to give me so much shit.
I'm telling you, it's because of Discord.
No.
It's
going to be us. It's going to be like, did they ever let the guests talk? Because
that's like our thing.
You don't understand. You don't understand.
It's going to be Candace was interrupting Kim the whole time, and she's vaccinated. And
she's vaccinated.
Yeah,
what a bitch.
James was so good on this one. That's what everyone's going to say. All those things.
Dude. James just listened.
And I never listen. You know?
Never, dude. I'm sorry, Candace, if I ever interrupted you and it felt rude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed the hell off.
How can I make it up to you?
Money.
A few thousand bucks, yeah.
Few thousand V-bucks.
Few thousand V-bucks.
I can do V-bucks. I can do V-bucks for sure.
Dude, I got it. Okay,
like $10,
real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. Like a couple months ago, I got a fucking email about some class action lawsuit against Epic Games. And literally,
I did too.
You did? And then literally in it, they were like, you'll be compensated.
You'll be like
compensated in the form of V-bucks. And it was a dead serious, like 100% a legit lawsuit. And I was like, that's so funny. I'll take it. Give me some fucking John Wick skins.
Dude, I want some new skins, man. I miss Fortnite. Can't build. I will never be able to build properly. Ramp. That's all I do.
That's
Wall,
all
Ramp
did,
wall,
man.
ramp wall, ramp wall.
Bro,
yeah.
ramp wall. Thank
Candace,
you.
we'd play,
Yes.
we'd be fucking streaming and shit, and me, Steve, and Keb, and then me and Steve would be
She doesn't give a
killed.
shit, man.
So let me paint the picture for you. We'd be killed, right? Me and Steve dead. It's up to Keb, and we're spectating on Kib, and we're like, Kib, they're around you, and he's like, ah! We're like, build, man, build, and it's just ramps, like ramps.
But my shot is impeccable.
Sure, dude.
It is impeccable, and you feel weird saying that, but it is. I have clips, man, on Twitch. I'm free.
I've come a long way. I know we're trying to wrap up, but I've come a long way.
We don't have to wrap
up. Few months ago, didn't know what I was doing, was very new to it, and then this past week, somehow,
Next level.
also I'm on a lower level. I'm not like, a high level or anything, but I would die constantly early on, and now I've been killing 5 people at least per game, and I'm like, okay,
that's dope.
Hell
that's
yes.
actually dope.
Truly, my shot got better the past 2 weeks, and I'm like,
for sure.
Great.
Are you playing on
What's your
console?
What's your loadout?
What does that mean?
What guns do you use?
What guns do you use?
mean, I really like the submachine gun.
Nice.
And I really
why?
Because it's good for me and it works for me and my
Use an AK, M4.
It works for me. Kind of.
I would never use it, but I'm not good either.
I would. Shotgun SMG, dude.
Shotgun.
Boom, you hit him with the shotgun.
M1.
Switch to your
A4.
M1.
No.
M1 Garen, the fucking World War II gun.
Yeah, dude, a carbine.
I don't feel comfortable with the way you talk down to me about my submachine gun use.
Yeah, honestly, bro.
No, here's
why.
No,
Candace,
James.
let me tell you.
I was like, I'm on your side.
I know.
Yeah, let me tell you something,
kid.
Candace. That actually just shows how you think about our skill level, because you're looking at it as if I think I'm better. I'm speaking to you as if I'm speaking to a peer. So therefore, it shouldn't be a negative. It should be like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you say to a peer, you criticize
listen, man,
a peer.
you don't have to mansplain Fortnite.
No, this isn't mansplaining. This is actually explaining a difference.
You spoke down to me.
You're speaking to a man.
Wait, actually, Candace, can you be quiet for a second? Kip, can you explain to me what she's saying?
So what she's saying is that she wishes she was as good as me. And what I'm saying is, I'm like,
dude.
there's no way you'll ever be as good as me. Especially using a submachine gun as your primary gun. That's ridiculous. Oh, that's what she was saying.
It fucking works.
Not me. It does, clearly. No, Candace,
Works.
just to be real, in case anyone interpreted this as actually being a rude thing, I was speaking to you because I get about 5 kills from a game as well. And I was like, man, I can't use the submachine gun. I'm so bad with it. I use the AK.
Sure. Okay.
Don't fucking take this away from me.
I use the AK too, and sometimes I use just shotgun.
Shotgun always. Like, pop.
I played for the first time in literally like fucking what, a year and a half, 2 years on stream, like in October or something. And so much of that game has changed, and it was like a completely different game, but I almost fucking won like my second game.
Dude,
wow. It was crazy.
Solos?
No, it was duos, but my partner was dead, and I was like, little tiny circle. I was like towered up high, and there was somebody over here, and I was like, all right, boys, here we fucking go. And I take out my shotgun, and I literally just jumped off. I jumped off the tower and just fell to my death.
Love it. I had a really incredible moment the other night, and everybody was. I was playing with Steve Zaragoza.
Oh fuck yeah! Steve invited me to play too. Yeah.
I play with Steve like all the time, and then I play with I was playing with these 2 other guys, and it was squads. I'm sharing my Fortnite win.
Dude, please
don't stop.
Your victory royale.
My victory royale. It was great. So it was squads. We were down. There were 3. So 2 people died. Fuck. And so it was just me, another team member, and we're all like okay at it. And then a really sweaty guy, like he was really good at it, fucking building all over. Who was it?
Did you know him, or was he a rando?
It was a random guy, but what we were playing against. And
God bless.
I was on 1 fucking life. I had 1 green bar, no shield, duck behind a fucking tree, wrap a bandage up, okay? And then my friend was like shooting at this guy. He's fucking, the sweaty guy's jumping down to shoot my friend.
And he's building so much.
And I fucking pop him from the side and victory royale. And it was just a beautiful moment. And we all screamed. And everybody, I felt so supported by my friends I was playing with. And they were like, you've come such a long way, Candace.
I've seen the most improvement.
And it's hard to know if you're supposed to take that as a compliment or not. It's like winning.
It was a compliment.
Most improved player after a season of hockey.
It was a compliment. You guys, I was...
When you know...
I'm still not good at the game, but I was absolutely trash at it a few months. Like garbage. So I'm shooting people and killing people.
Aren't we all when we
the other day I was playing squads by myself because my friend and I accidentally did duos and we didn't fill in with 2 random players, so it was 2 of us against squads. My friend died, and then I shot 10 people. I killed 4 teams. I killed 3 teams on my own. Listen, I'm a low level, so there are shitty players there, but I still
fuck it. Who gives a shit?
My
camera died.
James's camera died.
Dude, my camera died, and that's the face that's frozen. I look like just any Italian guy. Like, oh yeah, what do you think?
What do you think about that? Okay, before we go. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Hold on. Let me get there. Oh no.
Fuck, it's gone.
I literally forgot it. And it was so right there. What did you say, Candace? Let's give it a chance. Give my brain a chance.
I killed tough people.
Oh, it wasn't that exciting. It was, isn't it so rewarding when you can see that someone's building? James, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Isn't it so rewarding when you can see that someone's like building, which it's so well, and they think that they're so good and they think you're bad? You can kind of feel that fucking dynamic where you're like, you know where you're at, and they think they know where you're at, and then you kill them.
Yeah.
That reminded me of what happened to you, and it made me just think of that. And sometimes that's such a rewarding feeling. It feels good, man.
I can't build, but my shot's getting better, so back off.
Back the fuck off. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with Candace.
Hey guys, yeah, so this is my webcam now. It's really tiny and I'm standing really far away from it, but I'm still here.
Yeah, that picture is actually
outside.
Yeah, he's standing very still. And there's a beautiful fucking reflection off his watch, dude. That's actually not a Rolex. I don't know what it is, but it's reflecting just the same. Candace, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for spending more than an hour with us. We didn't even say how long it was, but like, you know, it's like normally we do just an hour, but we had such a good time. So thank you for being on.
Yeah, Candace, thank you.
An hour 42? What the fuck happened? Candace, go to bed. Thank you. Will you please come on again sometime?
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Was fun. I have nothing else to do. The Bachelor is on break, so I would have been watching Monday Night Bachelor, but couldn't. So
we shouldn't try to have you on or book you during Bachelor season.
During Bachelor season, don't fucking.
Yeah, it's off season right now, though. It's off season, so
nobody don't. Yeah, nobody.
Candace isn't training right
me.
now, so.
Oh, well, we didn't
Candace,
even get into that.
It's been a fucking
We didn't even
pleasure.
get into me wanting to be on the show. Anyway, you guys can submit me for the show on the Bachelor.
Yeah, we'll
website.
get into that next time for sure.
We'll definitely get you on.
And you have my word. Like next time we have you on, I will be much more knowledgeable about the Bachelor. I'll have a couple seasons under my belt, so we can get the fuck into it.
Great.
I don't want to talk to you again, James, until you've seen at least 4 episodes.
For
of the
sure.
Bachelor. So, Candace, thank you once again. Where can people find you, Candace? And if you've got anything you want people to go follow you on, we can get you at least 7 followers from this. So please use it wisely.
I told you life's about to change.
I'll take 7. I'll take 7 followers. Yeah, thanks for having me. You know, I'm making a lot of stuff on TikTok. Candace Sucks. You know, I'm making. I make videos on YouTube occasionally. Hunan Penguin, Hunan Penguin. You can just type in Candace Carrizales, Candace Carrizales, and it'll pop up in Google, my YouTube channel. And I've been doing.
It's super easy to spell if you try it about 10 times.
That's correct. That's correct. CANDACE, and that's the fun thing about podcasts is you don't know how anything spells. So you have to spell it out. You know, I tweet occasionally. I fucking Instagram sometimes. Do whatever the fuck you want. You don't have to follow me. I don't care. TikTok mostly. Follow me on TikTok.
Do TikTok though, because TikTok's such a quick, fun thing, man. You're gonna like it. know.
Anyway.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No.
Candace, thank you.
Thank
And,
you.
Thank you, everybody.
Let's get you on here again
and listening. And thank you to our sponsors, Porter Road and the beautiful BetterHelp. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode, and we love you. And if you want to support us, support those sponsors. And if just stay tuned for everything we got going on. Kip's got a new song coming out in a few days.
16th,
I got some music videos dropping April 28th. So fucking stay tuned to that shit. I'm sorry you guys can't see me right now. I'm actually crying.
Oh, no.
He got really emotional, and now he's hiding himself out of shame. It's embarrassing. It is. So
goodbye.
We'll see you on the next episode.
You